If you're a lover of crimes, here are 3 movies you should watch. The first one is The Tourist. The Tourist is a story about a man, Alex. Alex is a criminal wanted by the police and also wanted by his boss because he stole $744 million from his boss. He's an accountant to a drug lord. So the police are looking for him, likewise his boss. He had a girlfriend. The police believe that he's still communicating with his girlfriend. He himself came out and announced that he had changed his face. He went through cosmetic surgery and he's no longer looking like what everybody know him to look like. So now they are looking for an invisible person, someone they can't identify. It is only his girlfriend that can lead them to him. So the police are watching her. Even the boss, who is a crime lord, is also watching her. They're watching her every move, where she goes to, who she talks to, what she eats. So on this particular day, she was in a restaurant, she was eating, then a guy came to deliver a letter to her. What was written in the letter? The police want to know what was written in the letter. Likewise, our boss also want to know. His boss, that's Alex's boss, want to know what is written in the letter. Alex wrote to his girlfriend that she should go to the train station at a particular time and she's to board the train going to a location. When she enters the train, she should look for somebody that looks like him. No, she does not even know his face. She does not know what he looks like now, but she should look for somebody that has his physique and make the police believe that that is Alex. So when she boarded the train, she saw somebody. She didn't like the person. Then she saw like 3 people before she finally settled for a guy, and the guy's name is Frank. The Frank was a tourist who came into Venice, that's Italy, to heal from heartbreak. So she met him, she introduced herself, they had some conversation, they had lunch together. Then when it was time to highlight from the train, they're already falling in love. Let me say they falling in love at first sight. So when it was time to highlight from the train, she made Frank follow her to a hotel. So the police believed that that was Alex because they didn't really know what was written in the letter that she got in the restaurant. So when they got to the hotel, the police thought that was Alex. Even the boss also thought that was Alex already, and everybody wanted to capture Alex, both the boss and the police. So they had a good night together, they slept. Before Frank woke up, the girlfriend has disappeared. So Frank had a knock on the door, which was workers for Alex's boss. So they came after him with gun. They thought it was Alex. They were asking him for the money, and it was like he didn't have idea about the money they were asking of, and he started running for his life. Even the police too were after them. But in the long run, the police later got to know that that was not Alex. But there's a plot twist there. I'm not going to say it. You have to go and see for yourself. The girlfriend was to attend a dinner later that night and meet up with Alex. The police also got that information that she'll be going to a dinner to meet up with Alex. When she got to the dinner, she was to point at Alex, but unfortunately for her, because she does not even know what Alex is looking like, she does not know who Alex was. She was just looking at everybody thinking everybody was Alex, but that was not Alex, and she was hoping Alex was going to come out and show himself at the dinner, but no, Alex led her to another location, which is like a house where the money was. That's the $744 million that they were looking for. When she got there, the boss too, I don't know how they got those information. The boss too was already waiting for her at the house. The police too were already waiting, and they were watching, thinking Alex will want to come and take the money, then they can run away together. But unfortunately, Alex did not show up. It was still the tourist, which was Frank, that showed up. Now that is where the plot twist is. Who is Alex and who is the tourist? You would have to go and find out yourself. Number 2 movie I'm going to be sharing with us is Blood Legacy. Blood Legacy is about a prominent family in South Africa. They are involved in production of sugar, so they have a farm for sugar cane, and they're also involved in so many other business. They have an hotel and everything. But you would expect that a prominent family like that owns a lot of businesses, company, you will know that they are involved in crime, they're involved in fraud and every other thing. So on a fateful day, the brother of the head of the family died. That now made the man realize that he has been living a fake life. Like, that was not the life he wanted for himself. He didn't want a life of crime. He wanted to go into business to change what business was in South Africa, like to change them from the crime aspect and everything, but he could not do that. And that's what I was already too in deep in crimes regarding his business and everything. So he wanted a change, and wanting a change like that, you know, you're going to make enemy from different people. You know, there's a way you've been transacting your business with a lot of people with bribes and everything. All of a sudden you now want to stop all that. You don't want to bribe anyone, you don't want to commit crime with anyone. You know, it's not going to be that easy. So he had a target at his back because a lot of people were coming after him. He had an estranged daughter who doesn't want to be part of the family drama. She does not even want to be involved in their business because she knows how deep they are in crimes and corruption and every other thing. So she was not interested. On a fateful day, the man sent a letter to her, called and said he was sick, he wanted to see her. I feel she knew what it was calling her for, but another side of her was scared, like that might be the last time she would talk to her father and it reveal that. And she's a journalist, and a journalist like that, she had already come out to the public to debunk herself from her family. She's not into their business and everything. She's even part of the people that are fighting corruption, fighting her family against corruption. So when she got home, she saw her father. Her father was not like, he's not dying, he's of sound mind, but he wants her to come and take over the company, to clean the company, to stop all the corruption that has been happening in the country. So like, no, she doesn't want that. She's not interested in the family business. She's okay as a journalist and what have you. But she had a brother, which is like her elder brother, who is interested in being the CEO of the company. But if he's the CEO of the company, he's going to follow the paths of corruption, because that's the only part he knows. Anything about cleaning, coming clean, doing things the right way, he doesn't have any part in that. He does not even know anything about that. All he knows is corruption. Pay this bribe, do this, kill this person. That's the only way of life he knows about that business. Father said he does not want the son to take over the company. He wants the daughter to take over the company. Now the daughter is going to be fighting against her brother and fighting against the external enemies that the father has. All of a sudden the father was killed. Who killed the father? Nobody knows. There are a lot of people that you could suspect killed the father. It could be the son, it could be his brothers, it could be his business partners. They don't know who killed the father. When they read the will, the father shared his stock equally within his children. Then he told the wife, he put the duty on the wife, that is the wife that is going to be the one to determine who is going to head the company. So the mother decided that the daughter should head the company. Now, how is she going to be the head? How is she going to clean up a business that is so deep rooted in corruption and every other thing? She also have to fight against her blood brother, fight against her father's brothers, fight against business partners and everybody. And you know, once people are already used to a certain way of life, certain way they do things, it's always hard for them to come to change and every other thing. So you have to go and see how she was able to fight them, because there were a lot of ups and downs, and the movie is set to have a season 2, but you can still watch the season 1 on Netflix. The third movie I'm going to be talking about is Lincoln Lawyer. If you've watched Suits, you've watched How to Get Away with Murder, I'm sure you're going to love this one. In Lincoln Lawyer is a story of a defense lawyer who has been out of the game for about a year due to his abuse of drugs. A fateful day, another lawyer died. Then he got a call that the lawyer left his practice to him. Someone that is just coming out from rehab, meetings and every other thing. Then this lawyer had a murder case to solve, a murder case to fight. This movie is about defense lawyers, it's about law and order. You might think there's corruption in your country. There's corruption everywhere. There's no country that is a saint, actually. So you'll be seeing the way justice is being served in Los Angeles. I know there may be a little bit of fiction and every other thing, but at least there's an iota of truth in what you're watching. People don't like defense lawyer because they feel they are defending criminals and everything, but in this movie we're told that it's not always the truth. At least they are not guilty until they are proven guilty. The Lincoln Lawyer is a defense attorney, and he had to prove to himself and also to his family that at least he was doing something good. He was not always about defending criminals and everything. Even if defending criminals also means he has to work with a lot of criminals, he has to work with a lot of bad people, and he always had targets on his back, he had targets on his children's back. So he always have to find a way to keep himself safe, he has to keep his child safe, he has to keep his wife safe. So he also has to keep everybody around him safe, trying to defend criminals. I know you will enjoy this one, because if you watch Suits, like I said, is very, very interesting, and it is worth your time. So take out time to watch these 3 movies that I mentioned. They're all available on Netflix. Till I come your way again on another episode of Movie Hub. Bye.